想定外の昨シーズン、新たなるシーズンに向けてまだ見ぬステージへ。昨シーズン、新型コロナウイルスに大きな影響を受けた B リーグ。シーズンは中断され、茨城ロボッツ悲願の B1 昇格は叶わなかった。ヘッドコーチにリチャード・グレスマンを迎え、新しいチーム作りが始まった。新加入選手5名を獲得。ベテラン、B1 経験者、B2 得点王など、かつてない強力な布陣を敷いた。
As an unselfish team, we're going to have more team success if we come together as an unselfish group.
We want to play up-tempo basketball.
リチャード・グレスマンヘッドコーチがですね、選手の持てる能力を存分に発揮させるような今バスケを施行してますので、そこをしっかりやり遂げることができれば、多分おそらくシーズンを通じて成長していくってことが多分大事だと思うんで、シーズン終わったらもう開幕の頃のビデオを見て、全然違うねと多分思えるようなチームに多分仕上がっていくと思うんですね。
ポイントガード平尾敦信を新キャプテンに指名。アンセルフィッシュ、アップテンポなバスケをチームに浸透させていく。目標はただ一つ、 B2 優勝、 B1 昇格。スローガンは Rise Together、 共に上がろう。チーム一丸となって開幕を迎える。シーズン開幕戦、アウェーで群馬クレインサンダーズに連敗。苦しいスタートとなった。翌週ホーム開幕。コロナ禍の新しい観戦様式の中、多くのファンの方々を迎えた。ホーム開幕戦を勝利で飾り、翌日は19点差と引き離されたものの、驚異の粘りで逆転勝利。ホームゲーム20連勝、 B2 タイ記録を達成した。福澤浩平が B リーグ初となるスリーポイントシュート500本成功を達成。デントリアとして、バイスキャプテンとしてチームを牽引する。
満足することなく、これからもしっかり努力していきますので、応援よろしくお願いします。
再び首位群馬と対決。延長までもつれたが、インサイドを支配され悔しい連敗。続くホームに戻っての福島戦、誰が出場しても得点を決めることができる茨城ロボッツの層の厚さが形となった試合だ。
角度のないところでバンクショットを決めました。外に出してまたのスリー、平尾が抜け出した。キャプテン、少し最後のフィニッシュのところで決めた。自ら持っていったレイアップ。
チーム史上最高の1試合114点を記録。首位群馬を追うロボッツはさらなる強化を図った。帰化選手小寺ハミルトン・ゲイリーを獲得。インサイドやアシストでアンセルフィッシュを体現できる選手だ。シーズン折り返しの30試合を終えた時点で21勝9敗、勝率7割、現在 B2 2位、B1 昇格が見える位置につけている。
we can improve, but I also feel like we're not even like close to our ceiling.
結果も残せるバスケットになるんじゃないかなというふうに期待している。
ここからもっとチームとして成長していけたらなと思います。
必ず B2 優勝 B1 昇格しなきゃいけないと思ってるので、そういった面でも本当にこう歯食いしばって自分自身がみんなを背負って戦わなければいけないっていう覚悟をしっかり持っています。
I see the light at the end of the road is something really special. We have a chance to compete for a championship that you'll never forget for the rest of your life.
目指す場所はただ一つ。待ってろ B1。
Konnichiwa. Thank you so much to the Ibaraki boosters, the sponsors. It's been a challenging year, all over the world, and for us, we can't tell you guys how much we appreciate your support. And for us, every single day we appreciate the support that we have from our fans, because we know that if we didn't have our fans, if we didn't have our sponsors, none of this would be possible. And we talk all the time about how lucky we are that we have awesome people supporting the Ibaraki robots. So before we talk about anything else, Oien Onegaishimasu, thank you so much for your guys' awesome support of the Ibaraki robots. So with our coaching staff and our players, we talk a lot about our core DNA. What's our core DNA? What are the most important things for the Ibaraki robots in the 2020-2021 season? We are unselfish. We want to be an unselfish team. We want to be an unselfish team that on the basketball court plays unselfish. Sometimes that can be easier said than done, but I got to give our players a lot of credit. We have an unselfish group, and they're really playing unselfish basketball. So that's one of our core DNAs. We want to be unselfish both on the defensive side of the floor as well as the offensive side of the floor. We are tough. I think this past year has really showed everybody that life can take a serious turn sometimes with the coronavirus. We want to have our team be tough in adverse situations, right? So last year the robots were a good home team, but they didn't win as much on the road, as an example. So one thing that we've talked a lot about is we want to be tough in hard situations. Winning on the road can be really tough. So we feel like the more mentally tough of a group we are, we can win in all types of situations. Specifically, when things are hard on the road, if we have a tough mindset, we can win some games that way. So breaking it down, a lot of things come down to our core DNA. If we're unselfish and we're tough, we feel that we can fight through all types of situations. I want to now talk a little bit about, the first half of the season. So right now we're 21-9. We've had 19 road games and we've had 11 home games. So as you can see, our home record is 9-2. And I want to take a second to really thank our fans, because we've really felt like, from a coaching staff with our players, our fans have given us a huge, huge boost. And I'll go back to our second game at Mito Arena. We're down by 19 to Tokyo Z in the fourth quarter, and our fans did not quit on us. Our fans, kept an awesome atmosphere for us. And really were a huge part for us coming down from 19 and winning our second game of the year at home. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate that. But as you can see, we have a good home record at 9-2. Away, we're 12-7. So I think we're hoping that because we've played more road games the first 30 games of the year, we have a backloaded home schedule, that's going to be an advantage for us going forward. Some other highlights we want to talk to you guys about is I really got to give our whole front staff credit, and our training staff specifically, that we haven't had a serious injury yet with our players. And that's a credit to definitely the players, number one, but it's really a credit to our coaching staff and our training staff. To this point, knock on wood, we haven't had a serious injury. So lastly, right, importantly, like goals to finish the season, right? We're at the midway point of the year. We've had a lot of positive moments, but now what happens the second half of the season? What are we fighting for? Well, we want to compete for a championship. Right now, we're in second place in the league, right? We want to compete for a championship and get B1 promotion. If we were struggling as a team right now, I would not tell you one of our goals would be to compete for a championship and compete for B1 promotion. But I can honestly say, as a staff, we can say, and players, we have an opportunity to compete for a championship for B1 promotion. Is that definitely going to happen? No, of course not. But not every season you have a group of players who are talented enough with high character to get to that goal. And I can honestly tell you right now, we have that opportunity. We want to host a playoff game at AD Mito Arena, right? So whether coronavirus allows us to have fans or not, we don't have that ability. But we really want to host a playoff game, multiple playoff games at AD Mito Arena. So that's another huge goal for our season. Lastly, a really important goal for us is just on the basketball court and in the community. We want the entire Ibaraki prefecture to be proud of the 2020-2021 robots. And that comes down to me as a head coach. It comes down to our great front staff, having high character people, which we do. We have unbelievable high character players that I really feel like make the prefecture proud. And it's not just being a great basketball player, it's how they conduct themselves off the court. And so for us as a goal, whether we win as many games as we can, whether injuries happen, whatever happens, you know, we talk about a lot, just having the goal of having the people of Ibaraki, the people associated with Ibaraki, whether you live in Tokyo or you live in Mito, if you're an Ibaraki Robots booster or sponsor, we want to make you proud. And that's something that we take real serious and mean is one of our biggest goals. So I appreciate all the fans very much. I know our players, our coaching staff, we all appreciate your support so much during these challenging times. So thank you very much. And we can't wait to see you guys soon in a couple weeks against Nara.